Welcome back. Today, we're going on a bit of a global expedition, a journey to visit 5 of the most massive, living, breathing ecosystems on our entire planet. Yep, we are talking about the great forests of the world.
But before we kick things off, I've got a question for you. If I asked you to name the 5 largest living things on Earth, what would come to mind? Blue whales, maybe? Giant sequoias? It's a tough one, right?
Well, the answer is probably not what you're thinking. They're not individual animals or plants. They're entire ecosystems, so vast and so interconnected, they basically function like single colossal organisms. They are forests.
And these are so much more than just a bunch of trees. They are literally our planet's green lungs. They help regulate the global climate, they pump out the oxygen that we all need to breathe, and they are home to an absolutely mind-boggling amount of biodiversity. They are just fundamental to how our world works.
Okay, let's dive into this. Our countdown expedition is officially underway. Let's start with number 5.
Kicking off our list at number 5, we're going to travel way north.
We find ourselves in the United States, specifically in Alaska, home to the Tongass National Forest. And this isn't just any forest, it's a temperate rainforest, which is a really rare and beautiful kind of ecosystem. The scale here is just immense. We're talking 68,000 square kilometers. That makes it, by far, the largest national forest in the entire United States. It's this incredible, wet, misty world filled with gigantic, mossy trees. And its health is absolutely vital for the whole region. It props up the local fishing industry and all the communities that rely on it.
And the life it holds is just as impressive. Seriously, the Tongass is a sanctuary for some of the most iconic wildlife you can think of in North America. Just picture it. Grizzly bears, bald eagles soaring above, and rivers just packed with salmon.
All right, for number 4, our expedition is taking us to a completely different hemisphere. We're heading way down to the southern tip of South America, to a forest that actually straddles 2 countries, Chile and Argentina. This is the Valdivian Temperate Forest.
This place is really special. It's famous for its ancient trees and incredibly dense green vegetation, which it gets from getting a ton of rain all year round. It's actually considered one of the best preserved temperate forests on the entire planet, kind of like a biological island, full of species you just won't find anywhere else.
And if you want a signature fact, check this out. The Valdivian Forest is home to the pudu, which is one of the world's smallest and, let's be real, probably cutest species of deer.
Okay, we're halfway through our countdown. For number 3, our expedition is taking us right to the heart of Africa.
We have arrived at the Congo Forest. This is Africa's largest tropical forest and the second largest on the whole planet. It's just this vast, vital ecosystem right in the center of the continent.
The Congo is an absolute powerhouse. It plays a huge role in regulating Africa's climate, and it's home to the mighty Congo River, a river that's second only to the Amazon in the sheer amount of water it carries. But, and this is important, it's also under serious threat from things like deforestation and mining, which makes protecting it so critical.
And what really makes the Congo famous? It is a primate hotspot. It is home to an incredible, enormous diversity of primates, including some of our closest relatives, gorillas and chimpanzees.
Time for our runner-up, and let me tell you, number 2 on our list isn't in just one country or even one continent. This thing is a true global giant. It's the taiga, also known as the boreal forest. Now, this isn't a forest in just one spot. It's a massive, continuous belt of green that literally wraps around the entire top of the world.
So the really important thing to get here is that the taiga is the world's largest continuous land forest. It stretches all the way across Russia, Canada, and Scandinavia. It's defined by its super cold climate, those long, harsh winters, and it's mostly made up of really tough conifer trees like pines and firs that can handle those conditions.
And here is why it matters to every single one of us. The taiga is a global powerhouse when it comes to storing carbon. It locks away huge amounts of it in the soil and trees, which makes it absolutely essential for keeping our planet's climate in balance.
And now, we've made it. Number 1, the largest, the most famous, and the most biodiverse forest on planet Earth.
Of course, it has to be the legendary Amazon rainforest in South America. A forest so enormous, it actually spans 9 different countries.
Let's just pause on this number for a second. 5.5 million square kilometers. To give you some perspective,
That's bigger than the entire subcontinent of India. It is, without a doubt, the undisputed king of all forests.
So how do our top two titans stack up? Well, you've got the taiga, the world's largest continuous forest, a cold climate specialist and a carbon storage powerhouse. And then you have the Amazon, the world's largest overall forest, the king of the tropics, and the undisputed world champion of biodiversity.
And for its signature fact, get this, the Amazon actually creates its own weather. It pumps so much water vapor into the atmosphere that it forms what scientists call flying rivers, which directly influence rainfall across the entire South American continent. Just an incredible display of nature's power.
So our expedition is complete, but when you look at all 5 of these giants together, you start to see a much bigger story. It's all about why they matter, and why they are so much more than just trees.
Look, if there's one thing to really take away from all this, it's this. From the icy taiga to the tropical Amazon, these 5 massive ecosystems are absolutely fundamental to our planet's balance. They regulate our climate on a global scale, they're irreplaceable homes for millions of species, and they support human life in countless ways, from indigenous cultures to the weather patterns we all experience.
Which really leaves us all with one final and pretty vital question. These giants are working around the clock to protect our planet. So how do we, in turn, protect them? That's something for all of us to think about. Thanks for joining this explainer.